Hey guys, it's John from Robin Hood Gaming, and welcome to another How to Get the Best Out of Fraps tutorial. So today is going to be pretty much the last episode of this little series. But if you have a question or a problem you want me to answer about this, leave it in a comment, and if it's something that needs a video done, I'll do a video tutorial on it, and there's going to be some other video tutorials I'm going to do too, so this isn't the end of my tutorials, just the end of my fraps ones, unless you guys find something else I need to talk about. So anyway, today's issue, what we're going to talk about is going to be how to fix that fuzzy static sound you get when you record with fraps. And if you've seen my last fraps video tutorials, great. I'm going to build on that a little. If you haven't seen them, go back and watch them. I'll put a link in the video or whatever saying go back and watch this right now if you haven't already seen it, because I'm going to be talking about what I talked about, especially in the last one, quite a bit. So make sure you're prepared to watch that. So great, now I'm assuming you're back and you've watched that and we're all good. Okay, so if you've seen the last episode, like I said, you should have by now. You'll recall I talked a lot about sound mixers. So today is going to elaborate a bit on sound mixers and whatnot. Basically, the way Fraps works is, if you do it the way I do it anyway, it basically works in unison with your sound mixer, whatever you use. I use Sound Max HD Audio, but I think the most common thing for Windows these days is Realtek HD Audio, so don't worry about that. It doesn't matter what sound mixer you have can have any sound mixer, and this works with all of them. This is just a general solve for this issue. So basically, once you have all your sound stuff set up, recording how you want it, that's good. But like I said, sometimes you will run into an issue. Some people may not have this problem, but I know a lot of people did, and I did, and I had to, I looked all over the web and the YouTube and whatever, and I couldn't find an answer to this problem, and I had to solve it myself, and I eventually came across the answer. So I decided to do a video on this. So basically, to fix the fuzzy sound, I'm going to explain this a little. What's happening is your Fraps is recording sound coming from your sound mixer. So what happens is all the sound in your computer is being generated by whatever game you're playing. It's playing sounds, and then it's going through your sound mixer, so you can control all your audio here. You got your equalizer, all your stuff, depending on what sound mixer you have. You have all your options for turning certain things up and down and off and on, and it's going through your sound mixer, and then after your sound mixer, it's coming out your speakers. So basically what happens is you get your sound coming off whatever you're using, off your game or whatever, then it goes into your sound mixer, it goes through all your options, whatever you have settings, then it comes out your speakers. And now the reason Fraps records a fuzzy sound, like it'll sound pretty fuzzy. You know what? Let's do I'll put okay, you know what? I'm gonna cut right here, and we'll look at what a fuzzy sound looks like, what a fuzzy game sound looks like, okay? Let's cut right here, and we'll go look at that. Okay, you get that? Just notice how it's all really fuzzy and loud and distorted and all that nasty stuff? That's pretty much what it is. So let's go see a clear one. Hey, there you go. Listen to that nice clear audio. See, now this is what a good clip should sound like without all that nasty distortion and fuzzy buzzing sound. Anyway, there's your examples, so let's move on quickly. Alright, so now that you've seen what the bad audio sounds like and what the good audio should sound like, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain why it's like that, or why you might get that, and how to fix it. So first of all, the reason it's like that is because Fraps is locked to recording at a certain amount or a certain volume of audio. It doesn't record any higher or any lower. It's locked to recording that. So it basically records what comes right out of here, and so it's locked to recording that volume specifically. Now imagine sitting in a room, and your speakers can only go to a certain, they can only handle a certain amount of volume. Now you crank the volume all the way up and even past, and you just start blasting sound through those speakers. It's going to sound really mangled and fuzzy and you know, the whole thing. So if you turn the speaker volume down and the output audio way up, you're going to get sort of a fuzzy sound from your audio, and that's basically what Fraps is doing, is recording something that's being blasted through it. And how do you fix that? Well, it's actually really, really easy, and I felt really stupid after figuring it out. So whatever sound mixer you have, you go into it. If you have Realtek HD Audio, I have SoundMax. You might have some other sound mixer. That's fine. Just find the master volume control, click it, and drag it down to about 30%. That's all you have to do. So basically now what we've done is turn the key volume down, so instead of blasting through the speakers and giving you a distorted, rough, fuzzy sound, you're going to get a nice clear audio, and it's not going to be any quieter or louder on the recording. It's going to be perfectly clear. See, fraps kind of regulates it, but it does it wrong. So that's the easiest fix there is. Like, seriously, crank it down. What I do, though, you may have the same issue too. My sound mixer, every time I turn off and start my computer again, it goes back to its default setting, which is like that. So basically what you're going to have to do is every time before you start recording, check your master volume and turn it down to about 30%. That's my gauge anyway. Yours might be different depending on your sound mixer, your computer, what version of fraps, all kinds of things. But play with it. Just be turning your master volume down, and like I said, check it every time before you record, or you will be recording something and you'll find yourself, you'll be like, oh crap, I forgot to turn that down, and the audio will be all messed up and you'll be smacking yourself. And so just always check it. Another thing I do before I record is I always do a test record first before I record anything. So I'll do a quick little clip with an audio check, with some video check to make sure I'm getting the correct frames per second, to make sure I'm getting correct audio, to make sure it's clear, make sure my mic is recording properly, all the basic stuff. It only takes a couple seconds to do, and you get a better product in the end. You don't end up with mistakes as often. So yeah, that's all you have to do. It's not hard at all. It's so simple. I felt so stupid after figuring this out. It was like, oh man. I mean, after if you go back and watch some of our first videos, like mine and Izzy's 404 challenge, I had that, and I could not for the life of me figure out what the issue was. And it was so simple to solve. So, yeah. Anyway, I just don't want you guys to go through the same issue. It's so easy to solve, and it makes your videos way better. I mean, nobody wants to watch a video where there's a bunch of nasty sound in the background. So, anyway, like I said, this is pretty much my last fraps tutorial. This is all I can think of to cover, but if you have a certain question or you want to know something, leave it in a comment or message us on leave me a message on YouTube or an email even. Our email is robinhoodgaming@yahoo.com. No caps, no spaces, just there. I can probably leave that in the link too. What else can I say? Trying to make this little video a little longer because the issue is pretty simple to solve. But anyway, I think that covers it. Join our Steam group, find us on Facebook, the whole deal. And yeah, keep watching Robin Hood Gaming. Alright guys, catch you later. Thanks.